Somebody who's drunk, it's actually pretty difficult to portray or to act.
Unless you're doing it as a clown.
Unless you're doing it as a clown, because you're taking it to the extreme and you're characterizing it and exactly. But if it was naturalist and I'd have to come in and I was drunk, I don't know where to start. I'd have to look for a script or whatever. But what first comes to mind is, okay, how drunk am I? Where am I coming from?
And who am I? How do I act?
Where am I going? Okay, am I drunk enough that I have to come in and try to fake it because this is a special meeting and I'm being out all night? So the first thing I do is I look for the wall, and then I run through the wall and I'm falling, but nobody's noticing it, or
You're just a little tipsy.
yeah, but for example, you have a scene with an armchair and a sofa and let's say don't worry, and a fireplace, and look at this. This is amazing, and you can see this all around. Bad actors. There are no bad actors, but actors who are not subtle. Yeah. They come in, grab they're insecure, right? They grab the armchair rest or whatever, say the line, walk by, grab the fireplace, continue with the lines, come here, lean on the sofa, continue with the lines, and that's a huge insecurity within the actor itself. People, if you recall in your homes or whatever, people don't go grabbing stuff and talking, right? They just stand and say things, or sit down and say things, or they don't have the need to be grabbing the scenery, right? So
yeah, it makes you think that something's actually wrong with their walking. Like if somebody in real life
there's something wrong, you don't know what happens, what's happening, but you can tell that something is wrong with the energy. And what happens is that actors that act from the mind a lot think that is a cool thing to do, for example, right? So they come here and they lean on the sofa and they say, but it's actually a huge insecurity because nobody grabs a sofa to speak at home or whatever, right? But many people look at that and say, wow, great actor. But some who are really observant, there's something not right about that, and it's the actor's insecurity getting in the place of what should be the acting. So yeah, I could be drunk and come in here and start speaking to you and maybe laugh a bit more than what I should. And maybe I'm a bit drugged as well because I've been smoking some stuff. You know what she said? So it doesn't matter. It's just, the range is so big and so wide that you could actually ask of any human being to do anything, and it would be okay. And the thing is, how from a teacher's point of view, what's your capability of being able to take the perspective to guide that person into doing a good job, and to shaping his creation into something which will be interesting to watch, right? Because theatre is that, it's about watching something interesting being shown. The other thing which I think is really important is awareness about the body. These kids are masters at that because they've been into yoga and Kaleri and they know what the body is. But they should be aware that, for example, I can portray a monkey, but my head is somewhere else, right? And if you watch a monkey, he'll probably be with his hands all over the place, all the time, with his head and doing stuff.
Yeah.
So that incorporates this part of my body within the character, right? But then I left my legs out, So why not just bend them a bit and walk like a monkey, and then so it's all again about awareness of what we have. What we have is basically feet, hands, legs, arms, head, apart from brain and organs and whatever. There's a chest and there's a backside, front side, and everything should be compromised within the movement and the creation of the character, right? Because if not, you get fragmented things on stage, which are really great at some stuff, but the other stuff
It's not something
is dead, or is the actor. You can see the human portraying behind it, and you're set off by that. Unless it's a specific thing that is needed within the play, but if it's a whole animal, kids should be really, you should work on every part of the body. And
so as they started, okay, what do you stand up and do it? Okay, then they do some little thing. Oh, okay, then what are you going to do with your legs?
Exactly. And that's your job as directors.
Yeah.
You have to be able to see everything and just, hey, what's happening to below your waistline?
Yeah.
Why are you standing like that? If a monkey would stand differently. For example, I've never tried alcohol in my life. I don't know what it tastes like.
So wonderful.
So,
It's an amazing thing.
no. Even I.
Swami is that.
Yeah.
Swami!
No, but
Ukash, forget about it.
it was a bit of a drag when I was growing up, because all my friends used to go out drinking beer and stuff, and I used to ask for chocolate milk because I love chocolate. No, but it's true. But all my friends used to like really be drunk at the end, and I used to have to carry them home. So, but when I had to do somebody who's drunk, I had to.
You've observed them really.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to observe, but I'd never had the experience of being drunk.
Yes, you always observe.
So I have to, when I turn around and see, okay, what tool do I have here to do this?
Yeah.
I don't have the actual tool that says, oh, this is how it feels like.
Yeah.
So I really had to go to town on focusing on my memory, on what I've seen, on my experience of seeing people like that, and of covering the whole body and trying to translate it to my body and use it like that, but without an inner experience of being in that situation. So, and that comes back to what we were saying just now. You can ask it to be a mongoose or an animal that he's never ever seen before, and it's going to be really, very difficult for him, for her. So you have to provide with information, because part of the actor's work is, oh, a mongoose, okay, yes, sir. Go back home and think, what the hell is a mongoose?
Research some information, some input.
Start going into the internet, go to the zoo, start seeing what it is. Yeah. But these kids, when you're working with them and you have so little time to put together a play, you have to just give them a lot of information so they can work with it. When a kid is working on his creation, right, and he's becoming this elephant and so on, and someone, the director speaks from outside, you should train the kid not to stop. Because sometimes what happens a lot is, what do you do with your feet? And he becomes as human again, right? I don't know. And you lost it. So try, and that's difficult, but you have to try and get the actor to keep on doing it. What are you doing with your feet? Try and correct that, and just make him correct it as he's doing it.
Guys, lots of focus from them.
Right. But get the actor to listen to that voice that comes from outside as a guide, and incorporate it into his work without stopping.
Yeah.
That's very important.
You tell them for one thing, and then we can just cue them as they're going. Keep doing it. What are you going to do?
Yeah, right.
Keep
And
doing it.
these are intelligent kids. You can tell them what the rules are. You set the rules, and that's it. And they'll play along. But it's very important because when a kid does something and then some grown-up speaks, or an actor as well, right? A grown-up, a professional actor. I've seen professional actors working, and then this guiding voice comes in to correct something, and they stop. Oh, yes, okay, and they've lost everything they're doing. It's all dropped on the floor. So you should try and encourage the kids to keep on doing what they're doing and take the input and correct it as they're working, as if this guiding voice was there, using it, but not not cutting what
Plus,
they're
it
doing.
seems then that kind of gives them a process by themselves to be able to create, because then they start being that voice.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like-
are my legs doing anything? Is my head doing anything?
Yeah, then you have to get them away from that. Because
But
that's
I mean, later on, I mean, doesn't it?
no, yeah,
Keeps
yeah,
them
yeah.
in the process.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
good. Yeah, but then No, I mean, when professional actors, one of the issues around professional acting is that this voice in their head that keeps on telling them what to do instead of just acting.